It's set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. We've got the 70s team and the 80s team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Irving. Havlicek is out there with Frazier. Then it's Kareem, and it's Lanier in at the power forwards position.
And Frazier's playing philosophy was established back in high school. Aggressive defense and hitting an open man is more productive than taking the wild shot.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the 80s team. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Frazier. Fast break. Here we go. Up the floor. Stolen by Bird. And here we go. Fast break. Jordan's got it. Stolen by Havlicek. And the foul called on Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Irving against Bird. Left side, Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Frazier. His three-pointers off the mark.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
The feed now to Malone. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
2 shots.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
He was able to tie it up, but he has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead. A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Johnson. Outside Jordan from past the arc. It's hauled in by Lanier. And they're moving it up. Here's Havlicek. Malone with the block.
How about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Frazier. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Irving. With the fadeaway. That one's in. His first shot this game.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
On the wing, Johnson. Frazier covering. Carries it down low.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Shot by Frazier, no good.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Kept alive. McHale goes back up. And it's good on the way in.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession. Finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Now here is Havlicek. Second shot opportunity. Misses at the rim.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Here's Lanier. Goes up again. Snatched up. And there's the pass to Havlicek. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. And the 80s team has possession, trailing by 2.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Johnson. It's deflected. Looking to get back on track here. And that one's good from Havlicek.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
So the 80s team called timeout. They're first.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Here's Thomas. Driving in.
And without a doubt, one of the greatest small men we've ever seen. He possesses the skill and determination to just take over a game at any point.
He hits both from the stripe. 1:39 left here in the opening quarter. Frazier scanning the floor. Pass to Gilmore. And stolen by Elijah. Here's Irving. And the slam dunk by Irving.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Now here's Frazier. The step back jumper is good. Frazier's got 5.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Thomas, that's good.
And though Thomas is great from the perimeter, he has a toughness and a willingness to go in amongst the trees and kind of mix it up.
Now here's Frazier. 5 points in the game. And Hayes throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Thomas misses the layup. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Here's Barry. The shot from the low post is good.
And for a scorer of Barry's talent, converting inside the paint can seem effortless.
Frazier against Thomas. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Yep, it counts.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
And here's Maravich. Still scoreless. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Here's Thomas. Got a hand on it. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. 70s team out in front, leading by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from the 70s team so far in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And so in the game for the 70s team, we've got White. He's out there with Maravich. Irving is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. And it's Cowens in at the 4. They get it back.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And here's Abdul-Jabbar. He'll bring it up for the 70s team. They lead by 4. The kick out to Irving. High post try. Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
McHale's checked in from Malone.
80s team, Kevin McHale.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Wilkins in the post. Maravich defending. And Wilkins gets it to go. Wilkins has got his first points of the night.
Boy, he is quick off his feet and really stronger than he looks. Wilkins can burn you in that painted area.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Clearly a foul.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the 70s team.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooter.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
And the 70s team making a change here. Havlicek is checked in. Johnson against White. Johnson outside. Good defense by Abdul-Jabbar. And so here's the 70s team. 4-point game. Irving's shot is good.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Johnson against White. Johnson down low, and he drops it in from the low post. Johnson's got his second basket of the night. It's White on the wing, covered by Johnson. Here's Irving. White looking around. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly from 18. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Jordan finds McHale. It's blocked. Now Havlicek. Good defense by Abdul-Jabbar. Irving against Jordan. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the foul called on Larry Bird.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here.
On the court.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. White the pass to Lanier. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Here's Johnson, and the shot goes in. Johnson's got his third basket of the night right there.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
From the low block, McHale with the rebound. McHale's got his 4th rebound in this one. Up top, Jordan, covered by Havlicek. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. Havlicek outside. White against Johnson. Steps back and fires. And that one hits back iron.
It's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
This is his first free throw of the game.
First team foul.
Throw good. Bird.
Few players have an overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite level passer.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies. As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Bentley the pass to Bird. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Bird's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Now here's Hayes. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Thomas. Irving against Irving. Pass to Dantley. Back to Irving. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The 80s team making the switch here. Worthy's checked in.
James Worthy.
1:06 left to play here in the half. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Barry. Back to White. That's not going to do it either. He's 0 for 5. Now the pass to Dantley. Here's Olajuwon, and then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
Now here's White. Olajuwon with the block. Now here is Irving. Tight defense on him.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Offensive rebound. Here's Hayes. The 6-footer's good.
Hayes.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's Thomas. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. The 80s team leads by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And Olajuwon has got the ball here for the 80s team. The lead is 2. Bird is out there with McHale. Then it's Malone. Then it's Jordan. And it's Olajuwon in at the 1.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
And for the 70s team, they've got Havlicek. He's out there with Frazier. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Irving. And it's Lanier in at the 4-man position.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Olajuwon drawn the double team. Malone passes to McHale. Clock at 4. And it's slammed in by McHale.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. It's just very solid offense.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Olajuwon drawn the double team. Outside, Jordan. And the 3 off target.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
He's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Olajuwon. Following the score by Walt Frazier. Olajuwon drawn the double team.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw missing. Johnson, he's checked in for McHale.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
And the second free throw, good. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Frazier against Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
At the line for the 70s team.
The first one falls. The 80s team making a switch here. Abdul-Jabbar is checked in, and Frazier drops them both. Now, here's Malone. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And the 70s team making a change here. And so here's the 70s team. Frazier outside. Pass to Walton. 6 on the shot clock. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Malone. The putback, it's good on the putback. And the 80s team leads by 3.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
2 open that time, made it look too easy.
The peripheral vision, the decisive delivery, those are things you love about Frazier's artistry as a playmaker.
Johnson right side. Chalk up 2 there. Johnson's got 8 points. And so here's the 70s team. Here's Frazier, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Walt Frazier at the line for 2.
And the first one drops. The 80s team making some changes. Worthy's checked in for Malone. Wilkins comes in for Bird. And Gervin subbed in for Michael Jordan. And Frazier drops them both. Time called here. The 80s team will talk it over.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And the 80s team has possession. It's a 1-point game. Here's Johnson. The kick out to Wilkins. A 3-pointer, no good. Wilkins has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Pass to Frazier for the lead. Worthy with the rebound.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
Talk about versatility on offense a lot, but how about on defense? And he takes pride in making an impact down there.
Thomas checked in for Johnson. The 70s team also making some changes here. Hayes comes in for Walton, and Barry subbed in for Havlicek. Mirovic against Gervin, puts it up from 15. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Mirovic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Thomas. The kick out to Wilkins.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
Off target from 3-point range.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
As good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
And an important part of every team's going to look at the hustle stats for the 70s team.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Here's Barry. And it's sent back by Wilkins. Thomas passes to Gervin. It's deflected. Here's McAdoo. Down low. Here's Hayes. Kevin McHale pulls it in. McHale's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And it's Gervin finishing it off.
They're finding the weakness in the defense. That's the court savvy of Thomas at work.
And the 70s team with possession. Passes it to Hayes. Shoots over Worthy. Hayes, no good. Here's Thomas. Good, and the assist goes to Gervin. Thomas got 8 points.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Here he goes. Maravich, good. Here's Thomas. He's got 8. They play the clock right. They can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
That one on Frazier.
Team foul.
Yeah, easy call.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And the 70s team making a change here. Good on the 2nd free throw.
Good trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Frazier with it. He's got 13. The pass to Lanier. Kicks it to Maravich. Here's McAdoo. Shot clock at 5. Here's Frazier. A second chance effort. And he jams it with authority.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. 70s team out in front. They're up by 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Michael Jordan is out there with Johnson. Then there's Bird. Then there's Irving. And it's Malone in at the 5. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Malone is an absolute nightmare on the offensive glass. Does a great job of establishing that position for that putback slam.
Here's Maravich. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
This whole second half, he's been unbelievable scoring the basketball. The defense has had literally no effect.
Jordan against Havlicek. Here's the floater.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
And as it goes out of bounds, the 70s team able to keep the ball here. Frazier, he's checked in for Maravich. Outside Irving. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Frazier. Johnson with the block. And they're able to recover. Lanier. Dish now to Frazier. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
First free throw is good.
Walt Frazier. 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the 80s team. They trail by 6. To the paint. Here's Irving. And Dr. J slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gift.
Time called here. The 80s team will talk it over.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I was able to listen in on what the 80s team coach went over with his guys. Now, coach talked all about fouls in that huddle. He reminded them, play defense with our feet. Beat them to the spots. Hands straight up. Don't give them a chance to blow the whistle on us. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Frazier against Johnson. Will it go? It's hauled in by Frazier. Frazier's got his 5th rebound in this one. He kicks it to Havlicek. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it in help defense or on the ball. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And he drives in.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
And the foul on Magic Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The 80s team making a switch here. McHale's checked in. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Havlicek against Jordan. Shot, high post. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Havlicek's got the lead up to 12 now for the 70s team. Johnson up top. Frazier covering. Frazier against Johnson. Here's the teardrop. Can't connect from short range. Johnson's gotten just 4 of his 10 shots to fall here, shooting 40%.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Here's Bird, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Defensive foul.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
First personal foul.
And here's Havlicek. The 70s team getting another chance here. And the 80s team has possession. Here's Jordan. Here's Malone. And Malone with the stuff.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Havlicek. The kick out to Frazier. And stolen by Malone. Johnson down low. Frazier covering. Johnson can't hit. And the 70s team with possession. They have a 9-point lead. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Frazier. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Malone. Right side, Jordan. Havlicek with the rebound. Poked away. Jordan, the pass to McHale. Good on the bucket.
The heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Frazier against Johnson. Frazier kicks to Havlicek. Back to Frazier. From outside the arc. They get it back. Abdul-Jabbar. Up top, Havlicek. Malone with the steal.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And an intentional foul right there.
George Gervin. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And so here's the 70s team.
Foul.
It's a 5-point game, and that's an intentional foul.
Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Walt Frazier taking 2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line,
Timeout
and it's
for
a
the
7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Time called here. The 80s team will talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
And he's done all the dirty work tonight, that's for sure. As physical as he's played, he's been a very tough cover, always forcing his man into uncomfortable spots. And more often than not, that approach has earned him a trip to the line.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And it's Dominique Wilkins with the foul.
Second personal foul.
So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Walt Frazier.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 9-point ball game here.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Gervin for 3. And that falls. And so the 70s team taking the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.